Hello and welcome back to PAX and Recreation Foundations Edition, and we continue the bundle saga, baby, with a bundle from Foundations, now with 9 play boosters, which is funny because it's not like it changed, but they keep putting it here like, now with 9, it's like, okay. So, Foundations, can you imagine that you're a new player and you get this instead of the starter sets, which we did a great video on, by the way, in the corner or like down below or whatever, I don't know. YouTube changes every day, it changes. So this is a bundle. Now a bundle is my favorite product in Magic and in every card game, basically. You have the Elite Trainer box from Pokemon, which is basically a better version of this. You have the Illumineer's Trove or something like that from Lorcana, which is like everything Lorcana does is basically Magic. So they have bundle. They have a bundle too. And Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't, well, Yu-Gi-Oh has the teens, I guess, if you want to count that, but it's not really the same. Now, you can buy a bundle, but it's not intended to be like your first product in Magic. It's not intended to be the beginning of your journey or anything like that because it doesn't have instructions. Well, it comes with 2 cards, you will see in a second, but it's not like the other products. If you're really new to Magic and you're curious about Foundations, well, maybe you can buy this and try your luck at playing in Magic Arena to learn the game, which is not a bad choice, actually. But if you want the actual beginnings, just get the collection box or the beginner's box or something, as we saw in that video. Now, a bundle is my favorite product. Why? Because you have like an encapsulation of a Magic expansion here. So maybe if you don't collect the full set, you don't have all the cards, you don't have all the things, you don't have all the bling bling. If you have a bundle, you have like a time capsule of what that set was, to a degree, right? So what does it contain? Well, it's a perfect gift for beginners and experts alike. That's kind of truth to a degree. I will say that to an expert, this is good. Like, I mean, I consider myself, I don't consider myself an expert in Magic, but like I am pretty well versed by now in Magic the Gathering, and I have a lot of cards. So obviously a beginner's thing set or something is not for me. And I love bundles, so that's true. Now for a beginner, we will see in a second why maybe it's not the best thing unless you combine it with something else. But they know that they are targeting at new players, because whether you're treating yourself or a lucky fan in your life, you can't go wrong with Magic the Gathering Foundations. Construct a deck out of your favorite color combinations and open gorgeous borderless cards. Plus, there is 1 foil in every booster and a special spin down die. I love how they go, like, So you have the box, you have an alternate card, an alternate art card. You have 9 boosters, which I will never get tired of mentioning this, the 9 14 cards booster. So you see the numbers and you think 14 boosters? Like, no. 9 14 card boosters. 2 reference cards, which is the only beginner's thing that there is here. There's a good explanation here, actually, of what are play boosters. So this is actually pretty good. Just explaining, like, what are play boosters, because maybe you picked this by mistake or something. And 20 traditional lands in foil and 20 in normal, and the die, which is, so you open it here. Well, most of them at least. This one has some damage, as you can see, which it is what it is. And a piece of paper, and that's it. There is not much here. This box is completely discardable. I mean, maybe you can make the best out of it, but continue your Magic the Gathering journey with all the other products that you can buy, and the beginner or the starter commander decks, which actually they didn't reprint, or at least I didn't see them in like the stores and all that. A nice picture of Giada. You can do with this whatever you want. I save them sometimes, and yes, I guess you can, you could frame this. The problem is all the copyright info here is so annoying to have this as a pretty picture, plus the usual here, because so it's not like the most useful thing. And then the box is great. In this case, we have tiny bones. Normally the art of the box of the bundle is the art that you will see here 99% of the times. I can't think of one well, maybe the special ones, I will say. Maybe the special ones, the gift bundles and stuff like that, they have like different art. So this is what the box looks like. And now for the contents. So they have evolved with time. Now we don't have like boxes or anything. The cardboard itself is the divider. You will get one divider, in this case with Giada, cool. 2 mini dividers, so you have one on this side and one on the other. These are counters, so +1/+1 counters. Oops. Loot, I always forget his name because this is a League of Legends character. I don't know why these do this here. And these, I think, are stun counters, or for summoning sickness, I guess. So you don't forget that the creature is summoned sick, I guess. And another divider. So some people throw these away. I pop them out. I'm just explaining in case this is your first bundle, Just pop them out and use them. These are very useful, by the way. The smaller ones, not so much. I don't know anyone that is like, oh yeah, the small ones. I don't know why they couldn't like just make them a little bit bigger so that you can actually use it for other things, but whatever. So you have these. And then the reason why this thing is so expensive, you get the 9 play boosters. What are play boosters? Basically the main boosters of Magic the Gathering now. So the ones that are supposedly for play, not for collecting, not for anything else. The lands and the alt card and a die, which is actually pretty nice, I have to say. I wasn't expecting anything, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So it has like these sparkles inside of it. Not bad, kind of cool. Kind of cool, I have to say. So the die, and then this is the only for beginners thing that you get. You get like these 2 reference cards that come in every bundle. Like on your turn, and then how to cast spells, and then the popular Magic formats, and like attacking and blocking. So you have like a guide, I guess. So this is your beginner's guide. Now, before we go into the boosters, this is the pack of lands. So when you crack this open, you will just basically get lands. But I need to show you what lands coming here, right? Otherwise, what type of channel will this be? So you get an alt card most of the time, unless they start removing. Yes, they are bent, and that's because the foiling process is very bad, but it's not your fault. So, and no, you can't ask for your money back. It's the way it is. So Phyrexian Arena, 1 and 2 black. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So a very beloved card that has no value right now because it also was the bundle card for Phyrexia All Will Be One. So interesting. And then you have the lands themselves. So let me move this for a second. I love the box, by the way. It's very simple, but it works. So in black here, I guess. So you get planes. So you get like 2 of each art in foil. And they treat us to 1 of each full, well, actually, no, sorry, 2 of each. So this is pretty cool. You actually get 2 different designs that each land has in foil. This is actually pretty cool. I thought it was like, weird, only 2 of each. Normally they give you 4. Well, the reason is because of these ones. At this point, why not making them all like this? But I guess they want you to buy boosters, so it is what it is. But planes with Ajani, planes with Giada right here, so nice art. Island with Simone, I think. Island with what's the name of this dude? Kaito. Swamp with Liliana, which is gorgeous. Swamp with Tiny Bones. Mountain with Chandra. Mountain with Kellyan. Forest with Loot, because Loot is green apparently. And Forest with Nissa. Well, no, sorry, not Nissa. What's the name of this lady with the bow? I forgot the name. Vivian, maybe? I think it's Vivian. I don't know. And then you get the same, but in non-foil, which is also appreciated. Sometimes looking at the card without foil is great, so you can actually see the art because the foil kills it, so not bad. Vivian Raid, yeah, Vivian, yeah, that's, I just remember, see, I'm not that old. So this is, and by the way, you can do this as much as you want. It won't fix the foil, the curling, because this is due to humidity and the printing process. There are videos explaining that. I won't bother you with this. So lands here. Let's see our loot. Get it? Because there is a creature called loot. There is the adopted children of Chandra, not sorry, of Jace and Nebraska. And no, it's not a League of Legends character, even though it looks like one. Bake into a pie. So play boosters are basically this. Sorry if you are like already a member of the channel and you're listening to me talking about this and you're like, why are you explaining this to me? I know. Please realize that like, it's very likely that someone will stumble upon these videos. Oh, nice. And not know what the hell. Oh, Kyora, nice. And not know like Rite of the Dragon color in foil. Nice, baby. What everything is, and it will just be lost. And remember that the goal of every card game, and every game really, double tokens, no ads. Thank you, Wizards. Remember that the goal of each card game, or game even, is to have people to play with. Otherwise, it's not a game. It's just you playing alone. So we need to onboard more people. We need to be nice to people to make them join the game, join the community, and see that, yeah, well, there is toxic people like in any community. There are crazy people like in any community. And yes, there are cards that are very bad. There are cards that are very good. There are cards that are worth $2 million, and there are cards that are worth not even a cent. But it's about the gathering. It's about playing with people and having fun. You can be try hard as long as everyone agrees that we are here to be try hard, and you can be chill if everyone is chill. You know, it's about the community. It's about the gathering. I can tell you that I'm a very try hard player. But if the table is not in try hard mode, I'm just making them suffer. So I need to adjust to the table, right? Otherwise, what's the good? What card is this? Herald of Eternal Dawn. Oh, nice. Beautiful card. So art card here. Actually, I want to fix something. Give me a second, because as you know, new set. So we're trying to still adjust stuff. Does it make the cards more readable now? Well, more or less. I mean, there's not much. Maybe like this? Nope. The reflection of the cards is what it is. I still need to work on this. So please accept my apologies and understand that I may be the most try-hard professional player. Well, not professional player, but the most try-hard like professional player, I guess. But I'm not a pro photographer, so I guess you can. But well, you can see the main one, which is where the focus needs to be, right? So, Campus Guide, Fanatical Firebrand, Angel of Finality, Good Fortune Unicorn, there's always room for a unicorn, Arcane Epiphany, Close Out, Scavenging Ooze, oh nice, Beastskin Ranger in foil. So you will see, if you're new to this, play boosters are the ones that are for you to play, so you can just play draft with them. What is draft? It's basically everyone gets 6 boosters and you build your own deck. Or you open a booster, get 1 card, pass it to the right, and get the other cards from the other player, and then you need to build a deck. That's called sealed play. So you need to build a deck on the spot with stuff that you got from sealed cards. But you also can just crack these boosters open for you to get cards. And you will always get a foil. It doesn't mean that it will be a good card. It's just a card that is foil. It can be a nice card that is foil, but you know, it just means that it will be foil for sure. Now, if it's a good card or not, that's a different story. And there is always a rare or mythic in each booster, right? So this is a rare because the symbol is gold. If the symbol is orange or copper, as someone once described it in front of me. See, Fire Action Arena, but with the normal art. The one that we got at the beginning was the special art. See, the foil is Pilfer, which is a very nice looking card, but the card itself is okay. It's nothing to write home about. A land, so normally there's a land slot. In this case, we got a full art land, which is always appreciated because these things look cool as hell, and an art card. So the difference here with play boosters compared to other things from the past is that sometimes you can get an art card and sometimes you can get a token. Depending on the type of player that you are, you will prefer one or the other. Tokens are very useful for you to play and do your life, because sometimes you need tokens to represent stuff on the battlefield. And if you are a more appreciative artistic player, you will appreciate more the art cards because you just like to see the cards in like the full art and all that. I am somewhere in the middle. I love Magic's art and I love all the work that is put into it by artists and so on. I really like it. I feel that sometimes we don't appreciate it enough because it's the face of the card, but like normally people only care about expensive cards. Every other card that had all the effort in the world to be a cool looking card sometimes gets lost, like Tears in the Rain. And that's a shame. Same with the art for tokens or even the art for lands. I believe that people sometimes are like, oh yeah, this is a land, and they don't look at the art. Now, but I am the type of player though that really likes having the proper token for the proper occasion. So I will always appreciate a token. I will have a big box of tokens and I will pull the right one for the decks. And I'm the type of person, as you saw in the videos that we made so far, that I really like the Ultra Pro Commander deck boxes for the Commander decks, for the precons, because they have the art from the precons, so they complement the thing, so it looks like a board game of sorts, like a condensed thing, but also they fit the entire deck, double sleeved, and the tokens sleeved. And that for me is because I can fit everything in there with the divider for the token and it looks perfect. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, nice. Blue is the color of sphinxes, people. Heraldic Banner, by the way, in a box, this changes per set, so don't take this to the bank. It's subject to change and all that. But in a box, there is a limit of how many mythics you can pull. Mythics are the ones with the orange symbol, and it's like 3 or something. I think it's like minimum 2, maximum 6 or something. Depends on the set. Some sets have different probabilities because, again, gambling. If you want a specific card, just buy the single. But for bundles, that rule doesn't apply. So a lot of people buy bundles when they're trying to hunt for specific cards and they don't want to buy the singles, or because the single is so expensive that it's not worth it for you to buy it. It's cheaper for you to hunt, which doesn't happen anymore with Magic, I will say. It happened with other things in the past with other cards, but now the cards themselves, like the sealed cards, are so expensive that it's like, nope, it's not worth it. Electro Duplicate, not bad. Evolving Wilds, a normal mountain, and Galta, right? Yep, Galta Primal Hunger. Nice art. Second to last. So long story short, in these boosters, you are not supposed to be expecting any big hit, right? You're not supposed to be like, let's see what we pull. Like, yeah, if you pull like cool cards and we pull a couple, great, that's amazing. Celebrate. But you shouldn't be buying this with the intention of like, I'm going to get rich by pulling cards. It's like, no. Maybe with collector booster boxes, and even that I wouldn't say is like a wise money management maneuver. I think it's just okay. Painful Quandary. Oh, not bad. When an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life until they discard a card. That's good. For Commander, that's great. Armasaur Guide, not bad. Full Art Swamp, which is beautiful. And Food, that is also treasure. See? And now last but not least, so these ones are literally to have fun. In the past, we had set boosters and draft boosters had more cards, were slightly cheaper, and you didn't have like as much bling or any bling whatsoever. And the idea was that those were for playing, those were for doing sealed play and all that. and set boosters were like slightly more expensive, or more expensive overall. Like maybe a draft booster box was like 100 and a set booster box was like 130 or something like that. And those had like an art card and guaranteed foil and like rare or mythic, and, and all that stuff. Ooh, Exsanguinate, nice art. The art for Exsanguinate is always great. Lunar Inside, great. Ooh, see, double rare. Bing, 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 bing. Kaikar or Kikar? Kaikar? Kikar? Zephyr Awakener. So this is a creature bird wizard, so commander right away. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. Exile another target creature you control. Return that to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, so phase out, not bad. Or create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Aegis Turtle, gotta love the turtles. And Tranquil Cove. And a zombie token, that is also an insect token. So, for example, see, for Kaikar, we need a spirit, white spirit tokens. Did we pull any white spirit tokens? Yes, see? So you will use this one as a, showcase of like, so tokens are cool. People don't care about tokens, but tokens are cool. And the art is always, well, this now is like consistently great because, great artists regardless. So that's a bundle. Now, is it worth it to buy? Well, it depends on your experience, I will say. I love the box for once, right? So you get this box, this beautiful box, where you just put your stuff in here. Now, we don't have dividers anymore like we used to. Like, the card, the cup thing. You can use these ones as divider. So, but no one is going to buy this for this, right? So the box is cool. It depends a lot on the art, though. If you like the art, the box is amazing. If you don't like the art, the box is whatever. And the die, to me, the die and the box are the reasons, right? Because the rest is just boosters, and boosters are okay. This die is one of the prettiest I have seen recently, with all the sparks of the 5 different colors in there. It's great, right? Like, it's like, it feels like a Foundations die somehow, like a celebratory die. That's kind of cool. And then the cards that you get are kind of okay. The lands that you get, though, Fire Action Arena is cool. The lands are great, though. Like, lands are whatever. Lands are cheap. Lands are one of those that is like, they are worth less than a cent because everyone has lands. People just give them away. Now, some lands are worth it. And this is what I'm saying is a shame. You have all these artists doing great land art, and it's so small, the art, that no one appreciates it. They're just like, land, whatever. People don't look that much to this. Like, maybe they take a sideways look, but they just care about this, like a swamp, that kind of thing. Kind of a shame. With this one, it's different. These ones are made to showcase the art, and this is like a beautiful art on purpose. So these full art lands are beautiful, and you get one of each, basically like one of each design in foil and non-foil. So that's not bad. I think that's pretty cool. So if you want that, instead of trying to hunt them down and collect them, that's actually pretty good. So should you buy it? Well, I mean, if you are like me and you collect bundles, because you can basically store your mini collection here if you don't want the whole set. Yes, and I like the die, and the box is cool looking, although I am not like the biggest fan of Tiny Bones, but whatever. So to me, it's like cool, yes, but don't buy it for like an overpriced thing. Like, this is like well, we have MSRP now. I don't remember the MSRP for this one, but it's like $40 if I could remember correctly, something like that. More than that, it's like, well, it really comes down. Anything below 40 is worth it because like 9 boosters, so you make your math. But anything above that, I mean, it's like anything, right? Something is as valuable as the value you want to give it, right? So as what you think is worth. So you need to see these and see if this is worth whatever, because the boosters are something, yes, but this is completely random. What I pull here is not what you're going to pull, and the lands are pretty cool. So in my opinion, it's a good bundle. Is one of the good bundles when it refers to a basic bundle, like good lands or good art for the lands, although this is subjective. Good looking die and good looking box. Again, everything's subjective. And then the boosters are whatever, it's just random. So if you want a specific card, just buy the single. If you're an experienced player, well, that's the summary. If you're a new player, is this worth it? Maybe as your second product, right? maybe buy the beginner's box first, or like the collection in a box first, and then you want a bunch of boosters and you want another box to store your stuff, buy this one, right? Like I feel like I love bundles. I can go against bundles, even though my Wizards keeps getting things away from my bundles. Now bundles are more and more bare bones the more time passes. But so that's the video, that's the review, that's my opinion. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and all those cool things that the cool kids and YouTubers need to say. And I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.